Good evening, welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Kilat Shari Torah's daily review of the laws and customs of Purim for Thursday, March the 10th. Let's speak about some of the things to be aware of with regard to davening, prayers, Birkat HaMazon, and so on Purim itself. First of all, a week from today is Purim, so a week from last night we will get together for the beginning of Purim to inaugurate Purim. We will daven Ma'ariv, we'll daven Mincha at some point in the afternoon, time TBD. Check with the bulletin, the website, the bulletin on the website and or the email, which should go out later today, Imir Tzah Hashem, for the exact time for Mincha. Ma'ariv will daven probably about 7:15 or so we can read Megillah right away at 7:30. In the Ma'ariv service, in the evening service Wednesday night, we will include Al Hanissim. Al Hanissim, the prayer, a version of which we said for Hanukkah. We have a special version just for Purim, which will include in all of our prayers and benching each time we say the grace after meals on Purim for the day itself. One should daven Shacharis early in the morning on Purim. Our minyan, as it seems, will be a little bit later. We'll be beginning at 9 o'clock because we have a simcha to celebrate. One of our young members will become bar mitzvah on that day, so it'll be a special minyan at 9 o'clock with Megillah reading then. One wears tefillin on Purim morning during the davening, and one should not remove the tefillin. In other words, keep the tefillin on for reading the Megillah. Tachanun, the extra penitential prayers which we say at certain points in the prayers, are omitted on both the 14th and the 15th of Adar. So that means on Thursday, Purim day, and on Shushan Purim, the following day, Friday, we will omit Tachanun. Hallel is not recited on Purim because interesting conversation in the Gemara about this. Why not on Purim? If we say during Hanukkah, isn't it a miracle also? So the miracle of Purim was not a complete redemption from exile in the sense that at the end of the Purim story, while the Jewish people were in fact saved from destruction, we were still subject to the mercurial reign of Achashverosh, King Achashverosh. So it was not a complete redemption, so we do not say Hallel on that day. However, Lamanatzeach, the Psalm 20 that we say usually on between Ashrei and Uvalatzion, we omit on the 14th and 15th, as we do with Tachnun. And Kelar Chapayim, right at the conclusion of Shacharis, right before taking out the Torah, is also not recited. Now, Al Hanissim, the Tefillah of Al Hanissim, that paragraph which we mentioned, which you can find in your Siddur towards the end of the Shemona Esrei of the Amida in the Modim prayer, is recited during Shemona Esrei at night and on the day, in other words Shacharis, and again at Mincha on Purim. If you forget to say Al Hanissim in the Amida and remember that omission that you forgot, before saying God's name at the end of the Baracha, you should just go back and say Al Hanissim and continue V'al Kula. If you already said God's name, Baruch Atah Hashem, you may at the end of the Amida, after Elokai Natzor, before Yula Ratzon, you can say the special Harachaman that you would say at the end of Birkat HaMazon, which is in Birkat HaMazon, which is in the Birkat HaMazon itself in the Siddur, and then Al Hanissim. If Al Hanissim was omitted entirely, you need not repeat the Amida. One who observes Purim on the 14th does not say Al Hanissim on the 15th, and the reverse is also true for those of us who will be observing Purim on Thursday. We do not say Al Hanissim on the 15th on Friday, Shushan Purim. There are different opinions about what point in Purim a Shacharis, a bris should take place. Some say the bris should be before Megillah reading. Others say after the Megillah reading. We should have such quandaries, please God. Okay, let's leave it there, and tomorrow we will speak about the Purim meals. Please join us then. Have a wonderful day.